IEC in the province says the number of young people aged between 18 and 35 years old who are registered to vote stands at just under 800,000. And while there's been an uptick in registrations, this is not enough. The workshop is aimed at hearing from young people what their challenges are and why so many appear to be giving the polls a skip.
Youngsters don't know what EEC is about. They don't know what it is to register. They don't know why they're registering. And because, like I said earlier in my question that I asked, there's a lot of failures. So if they do get more educated about knowing what this EEC is about, then they will understand. Because at the end of the day I'm not going to do something if I don't know what it is about.
Others say that despite the plethora of political parties in the country, potential voters seem to distrust election promises.
I think there's an issue of trusting these political parties, and they have influence from influential backgrounds from families, like the mother and the father is not voting, so they also go with that route. Young people not educated enough, and unemployment rate, I think those are the two main challenges that we are facing.
It's not appealing for young people to vote, and also the political parties make promises and they don't come to the promises. So that might be one of the things that puts not the students but the young people at a point of view where they don't want to come and vote because they feel like they're voting but they don't see any changes.
The IEC says young voters are key in turning around the downward trend in terms of voter participation and strengthening the democratic process.
Unemployment, lack of opportunities, access to funding for them to study further. Crime, these are some of the issues that young people are raising, but the important thing is how do we respond to that? Because yes, crime, unemployment affects the whole society, but the impact is different on young people, and we need to listen to young people. The important thing also is that we mustn't just concentrate on voting as an opportunity to keep our politicians accountable. It is throughout the term that they are there. Through different ways we should continue to keep our politicians accountable, not only during voting. Voting is important every 5 years, but in between then there are also opportunities for young people, for citizens to participate in our government processes so that we can ensure that the level of trust in our institutions is increased again.
The Electoral Commission has urged existing voters and new registrants to make use of its online facility. Vanessa Poonah, SABC News, Cape Town.